Hi friends, do you hate reading? I know you hate reading. Most of us hate reading, and I was also in that category few years before, but today I'm a voracious reader. I love reading. How I changed my hate to love. In fact, it's not love, it's like passion for reading. I have that obsession for reading. How I changed that I'm going to tell you in this video. If you hate reading, then this video is for you. I know many of you don't like reading. And the reason is you are reading wrong book. You are not reading the right book. Friends, you know what? Reading a book, it should not be painful. And if it is painful for you, you will never read a book. You will never finish a book. I think most of you have purchased books. You have read a couple of pages and now the book is gathering dust in the cupboard. Am I right? So we are going to change that. And I'll change your habit and I will make you a voracious reader, a book lover. This video is for those who hate reading. Stick with me and I will tell you such a book which will really grow that love for reading. It changed me. Definitely it's going to change you. Let's start. Well, friends, you know what? When you select a book, you have to be very careful about which book you are reading. Actually, it's the book that decides whether you love reading or not. First time if you are reading a book and if you grab a wrong book, you will never again touch a book. And therefore, we have to be very cautious about selecting a book. It is rightly said that, I think J.K. Rowling says that if you don't love reading, then you haven't found the right book. And she is so true actually, because this is what happened with me as well. But then everything changed. I'm going to tell you about one such book which made me a voracious reader. But first of all, understand that. See, why do we read? Of course, on my channel, I have told you, we read not only for pleasure, but we read to develop our communication skills, to develop our vocabulary. But what happens is while selecting a book, we have to see some points. And first point is the book should not have difficult words. Otherwise, every now and then you have to go and refer a dictionary and it will be cumbersome and you will never read again. You will lose your interest. So the book should have easy to understand words. Second, if the book is based on philosophy or some rocket science, no way. You are not going to touch it again. It will be dull and monotonous and you're going to keep the book again. So find the book which you really, the topic, I mean the genre which you really love, find that. And what do we love? Let me tell you, we love stories actually. We love stories. Our brain is wired for that actually. We love stories. And if you can get a book with a fascinating story, a story which can rivet you, a story which will glue you, and if that book is a page turner, you will definitely fall in love. You will love reading. And that is this book is all about. And one more important thing is that book should be very easy to understand. I mean, not only vocabulary, but the sentence structure in that book must be easy and easily constructed. The language must be lucid, simple. And such book is there, which I'm going to talk to you about. And the book is this. Dear friends, this is the book I was talking about. This book is written by Jeffrey Archer. One of the finest books, it is said. We can say one of the best books. I mean, it is rated by BBC as one of the top 100 books in the world. And really it is. It is a book which is a page turner. I'll tell you about this book. Once I started this book, I finished this book in 7 days. Of course, with a lot of other activities, I finished this book in 7 days. And today I'm telling you that go and grab this book. It's an interesting book. Let me explain you why it is interesting. This story is of two people who are really, really passionate about life, about success, about money, about name and fame. Two heroes, we can say, in this particular book is Cain and Abel. The first character, Cain, comes from a rich family with silver spoon in his mouth. And he's born in US, born in a rich family. His dad was a banker. They own a bank actually. Unfortunately, his dad dies in Titanic disaster. Then he inherits all the property, all the wealth, and he's a rich guy. But he's very ambitious also. Then this book tells about Kane's family life, about his mother, and she remarries a man and who was again a gambler, and he just behind the money of his mom. But then Kane goes and is very disciplined and intelligent, goes into a good school, Harvard, and takes education and becomes a banker. On the other side, this guy is Abel. Abel is born in Poland, and he's born in stark poverty with really no parents. Who are his parents? He doesn't know, and he has to struggle a lot in his life. And it is about the Second World War, how he suffers and how his family and his sister suffers. Then he migrates to US. How he migrates to US and the struggle. He becomes a waiter in a hotel, and then with his hard work and his discipline and focus, he rises into higher hierarchy. But then these two people, Cain and Abel, cross each other, and then the real animosity starts. The real clash begins, and they hate each other, but they don't know that they have met before. But they don't know that. This is a very fascinating story of two people who are chasing their dreams. I will not reveal the climax of this book. You go and read this book. As I said, it's a page turner. It will just rivet you to your chair, and it will just get you in the story. You will feel like I'm not going to keep it before I finish it. So that kind of book you need when you want to be a good communicator, because book should glue you, book should attract you, and it should be that what is going to happen next, that kind of curiosity which we need, and that is exactly what is there in this book. Cain and Abel, Jeffrey Archer has done a fantastic job. I'll give 4.9 out of 5 for this book. Definitely go and read this book. After finishing the book, tell me, what do you think about this book? And how is this book? I'm very eager to know about this. Plus, comment also. You can write which book is your favorite book, or which book really brought out that reader in you. Tell me, and we will have a healthy discussion in the comments. It was a pleasure talking to you, friends. Happy reading. Bye-bye.